Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Tuesday, the 30th of November 2021. Today's Mill news, we got this. This came out this morning, a bit of a shocker. Millwall and AFC Bournemouth both hit with FA charge. What? So this is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. Millwall and AFC Bournemouth have been charged by the FA after heated scenes in last Wednesday's 1-1 draw at the Den. Lions players were left incensed when referee Dean Whitestone did not punish Gavin Kilkenny for going down in the box. The Cherries player had already been booked just moments earlier, with simulation normally also a yellow card offence. The two clubs have been charged with a breach of FA Rule E20.1. It is alleged that both clubs failed to ensure their players conducted themselves in an orderly fashion during the 26th minute. They have until Wednesday, December 1 to provide respective responses. Millwall are not expected to contest the charge. Lions boss Gary Rowett was asked immediately after the Bournemouth match if Kilkenny deserved to see red. No, I think it was one where he anticipated the contact in the penalty box and fell down. He added, it wasn't really a dive, it depends how you interpret it. I didn't think it was a red card. It was a difficult game. It was fast paced. Are you kidding me? Nothing happened in that game. Nothing happened at that time. There was no fisticuffs. There was no fighting. There was no barging. How is that a charge? You got nothing fucking better to do with yourselves than fucking charge for that. That's absolute fucking joke, man. I'm guessing the FA need to raise some funds for the Christmas do, yeah? The club's going to get a fine. And then they're going to take the fine and go and fucking piss it up the wall at the Christmas party. Fucking joke is this, man. Absolute garbage. Moving on to this story that was from news@down.co.uk. It's a quote from Gary Rowett. So Mill boss picks out a statistic after being asked if he is concerned with no win in 4 games. Millwall boss Gary Rowett isn't worried that his side haven't won in 4 games, but said the Lions would be working incredibly hard to put it right. Before their defeat to Hull City on Saturday, only the top 2 had more points over the previous 15 games than the Lions. Millwall came from behind 3 times to draw successive games 1-1. They came back again to level against the Tigers before losing 2-1. The Lions are 10th in the table, their best position after 20 games since their return to the Championship in 2017-18. The Hull defeat was only their 5th of the season and 3rd in 16 games. Rowett was asked after the match if the result would niggle away at him and if he was concerned with his winless run. No, not really, because you can flip a statistic any way you want, Rowett said. In the last 15 games, only Fulham and Bournemouth have had more points than us. So I don't think we're in a bad position. We've drawn games. We should have beaten Bournemouth in a week. It was a good performance. I look at today in isolation, and I could say we've done a little bit more in certain areas of the game. Yeah, we could have done. We have to work incredibly hard in a week to put it right. It won't niggle away. In a championship, you have to move on very quickly. I'm disappointed. I'm annoyed. I'm frustrated. But that isn't going to win us the next game. Nothing will be in my thought process. Only how do we win the next game. Simple as that. There are 46 games in this division, and you've got to move forward very quickly. You don't want to get good at accepting defeats, but you have to accept why you lost, work it out, and put it into the next performance to make sure it doesn't happen again. Millwall play Rowett's former club Birmingham City at the Den on Saturday. The Lions are a point ahead of Lee Bowyer's side with 3 points covering 8th to 17th positions in the league. Rowett added, it's an incredibly tough division. You've got to do everything right all the time. No one's going to do that all the time. I've seen teams like Bournemouth lose recently. Teams like Fulham struggling to win games. Teams with a lot more quality and money spent are going to struggle to do that. Saturday was disappointing from our perspective. It was a game we should have got something out of. So there you go. There's a Gary Rowett quote that's been spun out into a story. So I thought I'd share that with you. Now today there was an under-23 game. Millwall under-23s playing at home against Bristol City under-23s. And this is the result here. So this is the match report from Bristol City Bristol City Football Club's official website, bcfc.co.uk, because there isn't one up on the Millwall site yet. I'm imagining it will come up tomorrow. So what do they say about Millwall? So City went to half time unlucky not to be ahead after creating several opportunities. They put a free kick just over the bar. Mill came into the game after the break and it took a goal line clearance. So Bristol City cleared the ball off the line, and their keeper made some very good saves. Bristol City finally took the lead from a corner, header from a corner. However, their lead did not last long, and Drozd scored for Millwall with 6 minutes left. So Seb Drozd. One of their players was denied by 1-on-1 by the Mill goalkeeper. And another save by the Millwall goalkeeper right at the end. So, interesting. Now, this puts an end to Millwall under-23s 100% home record. They had won all of their previous home games and lost all of their previous away games, which was quite weird. And I think the reason why they didn't win that game was because of me. To be honest, yeah, I saw the score. I went to betting site to check what the price was, and I couldn't believe it was 3-1. Now I knew that our home record was fantastic, and Bristol City, even though they were one place above us in the league, I couldn't believe that we were 3-1 there or thereabouts to win that game. So I had a bet on it, and of course, because I bet on it, it didn't come in, it didn't happen. So I boxed the team, and they didn't win. Well, at least they got a draw, but there you go. It's all my fault. But I saw the price, and then I checked out the team on Millwall's Twitter that they put up, which I'm going to show you now. This one. So Wright, Smith, Garande, Allen, Ockley, Toboloj, Boateng, O'Brien, Briscoe, Abdul Malik and Davis. That's Jaden Davis back from his loan at Kingsland Town. The subs were Walker, Gilmore, Drozd, Leahy and Babajide. So Drozd come off the bench to score, which is interesting. But I saw the price 3-1. I saw this team and I thought, yeah, well, that's pretty decent with our 100% home record of wins, 5 out of 5. I thought I'd take that, but these kind of runs, you can't keep going. Like, you win 5 in a row at home, you win 6 in a row at home. The longer it keeps going, the more likely it is that it's going to end, because it has to end sometime. And over the length of time, that's sometimes going to come soon. So it came today. Mill didn't win, but a draw with a team that's second in the league, and Millwall third in the league. So here you go. We'll see how they get on. I think they've got another couple of 2 or 3 games before they have a little break over Christmas. But there you go. I'll look forward to the match report on Millwall FC's website tomorrow, and I'll bring you it if it's pretty interesting. So moving on now to this, we're going to end with this now. So 30th of November is the feast day of the patron saint of Scotland, St Andrew. So it's St Andrew's Day today, which is a Scottish themed day, and we have this from EFL tweeted this out. It is their, well, let's read what it says. It's to celebrate St Andrew's Day. At Who Scored have provided their top rated EFL Scottish 11 from 21-22 season so far, and Murray Wallace is there. So there's 11 players in that team, of course. So there's a Scottish team made up of Championship players this season. It's a pretty decent team, though. Well, I think that's just EFL. Oh no, this isn't from the Championship. This is from all of the leagues. So, but Championship and League One. Or is that League Two? For Forest Green Rovers is there in Cadden. So that's pretty interesting. Murray Wallace is on the list. So I didn't realise it was from all 3 leagues, but so that's going to make what I'm going to do now pretty stupid, but I'm going to ring this up. So, wanted to check out, because I thought it was just from the Championship, how many Scottish players are in the Championship? Is it a lot? Well, according to this, transfermarket.com, this German website that does all this stats and stuff, 32. So that's just in the Championship. I could pull it up for Leagues 1 and League 2 as well, but I'm just not going to bother with that. So there's 32 Scottish players in the Championship. Murray Wallace is one of them. And I thought it would be a lot more than that, to be honest with you. But when you think about it, if there's 23 teams in the league and if they have 2 Scottish players each, that would be about 46-ish. So they're all thereabouts, just under 32. Not bad. And it's the 3rd most. Wales, there's more Welsh players in the league and there's more Irish players in the league. So that was interesting. And then, weirdly, the next one is Netherlands. There's quite a drop off from the home counties. Or home countries. Except for Northern Ireland, they're way down. They're on 11 players in the Championship. We have 2. We have George Saville and Danny Ballard, so we've got 2 of those 11. But before you get to Northern Ireland, you've got Netherlands with 13, Jamaica with 12, and France with 12. So Murray Wallace getting into the EFL Scottish team, or based on his performances this season, from 32 players in the Championship and however many in Leagues 1 and Leagues 2, probably a bit more, but it's probably the same, 40 so that would be what would that be, 120. So 120 Scottish players in EFL, and he's one of the best. So why is he never picked for Scotland? So you go onto Murray Wallace's Wikipedia and you see, well, he did play for the Scottish under-20s and played for the under-21s. So he's played a couple of times for each. So what's happened there? Why is he not even being looked at? Maybe he's being looked at, I don't know. But even if you go to scottishfa.co.uk, they still have a player profile for Murray Wallace on their website. And they've got him as a midfielder, and they've got him as playing for Huddersfield Town. And this is from when he was in the under-21 squad. And you can see he's played 4 times for under-21s, played 5 times for the under-20s, and he's played in these games here. So these were his under-21 games. 1-0 defeat to Belgium, 2-0 defeats to USA, 2-0 win over Canada, and a 1-1 draw at Greece. So he's been in the system. So, and if you look here, so what coincides is when he left Huddersfield, he went to League 1. So he's probably dropped off the radar. So I doubt they're probably a bit snooty. They're all a bit hoity-toity at the SFA, and they won't be picking someone to play for the Scottish national team who's a League 1 player. So when he went to Scunthorpe United, that's probably put the kibosh on his aspirations or ability to play for the Scottish national team. But he's moved to Millwall in the Championship, and he's played 3 seasons in the Championship. He's now on his 4th. So what's happening there? And each season that he's been with us, he's getting better and better. And he's still apparently nowhere near being involved in the Scotland squad. And I've seen a few of the Scotland games, and you follow it because it's big on the BBC website and stuff. They promote him and push it up. So, and it's on BBC iPlayer. Every programs on there. So how is he not even being involved? They must know. Do they? I imagine they do, but maybe they don't want. If he's not, if he's only going to be a fringe player, maybe they don't want to call him up. If he's not going to be fully involved in the team going forward, if he's just going to be a fringe, in and out, just to fill a space on the bench in case the players are injured. I don't know. Maybe it's that, but I don't know why he hasn't even been given a look in. But well, there you go. Maybe if we get to the Premier League, then they'll suddenly be enraptured by his status as a Premier League player, the Scottish defender who's in the Premier League, and then they'll finally wake up and get off their fucking asses and take a look at the great player that is Murray Wallace. But until then, I don't know. But yeah, bit weird though. Bit weird. They still have his profile up on the SFA page, SFA website, but he's not getting involved in anything. So bit of a weird one. But well, there you go. That's it, and that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.